Hi everyone, my name is Kate Tabor, and today I'll be talking about a study examining restrictive abortion laws, anti-abortion attitudes, and women's contraceptive use. So just to give you an overview of the problem, nearly half of all pregnancies are unintended, and over the past few decades there's been an increase in restrictive laws preventing women's access to abortion. So the study I'll talk about later thinks that these restrictions may incentivize women to choose a highly effective contraceptive measure in order to reduce the risk of an unintended pregnancy. Highly effective contraceptive methods include tubal ligation, implants, injectables, vasectomies, and oral contraceptives. So, an overview of the specific policy. These are the three anti-abortion laws that the study talks about. Medicaid funding restrictions, meaning that a state would prohibit public funds to be used for Medicaid participants' abortions. Informed consent laws. This mandates state-approved abortion-specific material to be provided 24 hours to obtaining an abortion. And the two-visit law, which requires counseling to take place at least 24 hours before an abortion procedure, meaning someone seeking an abortion would have to come to the provider twice. So the study I'll be talking about today is called Restrictive Abortion Laws, Anti-Abortion Attitudes, and Women's Contraceptive Use by Marshall H. Medoff. He's in the Department of Economics at California State University. This study examines if restrictive abortion laws affect the likelihood that women use a more highly effective contraceptive method. It also examines how anti-abortion attitudes affect contraceptive choice as well. Dr. Medoff hypothesized that restrictive abortion laws increase women's use of highly effective contraceptive methods. With the restriction of abortions, a woman might seek to reduce her risk of an unintended pregnancy by choosing a more highly effective contraceptive method. So the study methods. So the data came from 4 different sources: socioeconomic data from the U.S. Census, religious dominations, data on state restrictive abortion laws, and data on contraceptive methods from the CDC. The study used a multivariate regression model, and the model looked like this: contraception equals beta 0 plus beta 1 times restrictive abortion laws plus beta 2 times XI, and XI includes control variables such as demographic variables like marriage, income, religion, and it also includes anti-abortion attitudes. So the dependent variable, contraception, is the measure of percentage of adult women at risk of unintended pregnancy who are using a highly effective contraceptive method. So here are the results from the study. So as you can see, Medicaid funding restrictions, informed consent laws, and the two-visit laws were actually not statistically significant in any age group. You do see, however, anti-abortion attitudes are statistically significant across all age groups. The correlation is positive, meaning that the more anti-abortion attitudes a state has, the more likely that a woman will use a highly effective contraceptive measure. As far as demographic variables, income was positively correlated. As a woman's income goes up, they're more likely to use a highly effective measure, but it was only statistically significant in ages 18 through 44, which is the aggregated age, and women of ages 35 through 44. Marriage was also statistically significant across all age groups, also positively correlated. So if you're married, you're more likely to use a highly effective birth control measure. Labor force participation was significant across all age groups as well. If a woman is in the labor force, they're more likely to use a highly effective contraceptive measure. Religion was not statistically significant across all age groups. For Christians, it was significant in ages 18 through 44 and actually had a negative coefficient, meaning Christians are less likely to use highly effective contraceptives. And across Catholics, it was statistically significant in ages 18 through 24. It was positively correlated, so if you're a Catholic between 18 and 24, you're actually more likely to use highly effective contraceptive. So the main intention of these restrictive abortion policies may not be to incentivize women to use highly effective contraceptive methods, meaning the study may not actually affect policy decisions. These decisions are probably based on ethics and aren't trying to get women to use highly effective methods of contraception. The laws may not have any effect for many reasons. Women might not have knowledge of these, or these laws themselves don't actually do what they're intended to do. And anti-abortion attitudes in the study were aggregated, so we're unsure if these attitudes belong to the population of interest, which were women of childbearing age, or if they just belong to other groups. Thank you.